Welcome back, boys. Today we're going to be talking about something that a few of you, maybe some of you guys are able to have access to. It's the Covenant Coin and Galaxy Coin exclusive shops. On screen right now is random level 85 equipment, and while you could argue, you know, maybe you want one of these characters, you shrimp from one of the characters, you want to get this, maybe you want the Molagora or the Charms. Don't do this, by the way. There are plenty of things that you could technically buy out of this list. However, the one that most people, especially if you have extra coins or if you somehow manage to get Covenant coins or Galaxy coins, this random level 85 equipment is actually the most value or the most bang for your buck, and I'm here to tell you why. There's not very good pieces on screen right now, but a couple things you should know or you should kind of keep in mind when you're trying to do or when you're trying to figure out what to buy. The first is, of course, is the equipment score high, or what should I really, or what do I need on my account? Now, of course, that's subjective, and what you're actually looking for will depend on what you need and what you're trying to build. Is it PvE? Is it PvP? Are you trying to build Emma Bologna? Are you trying to build Navy Captain Landy? Do you need speed pieces? By the way, just as a PSA, don't try and find speed from this, because the likelihood of you rolling all into one stat is extremely low, and you actually have to pay like an extra currency for it or a special currency for it. So try not to spend any of your currency on like specifically speed checks. But the point is that we don't really know what you specifically need, and you, everyone in between doesn't really know what you'll need. But there are a couple good rules to keep in mind when you're trying to decide what to buy from the shop. The first is, of course, high equipment score. Now, given the fact that this is left side and non-accessory charm using gear, it does kind of mean that your gear requirement or your standards should be higher. So the max equipment score that you could get at base, assuming everything is perfectly rolled, is 37, and that's obviously very good, but of course trying to find that number is pretty impossible. So generally speaking, if you have something above 30, in my opinion, especially on left side gear, you could maybe go up to, or I should say rather, on left side gear you can maybe go upwards or up that ladder more so to like the 32, 33. But for boots and stuff like that, especially for the Covenant coins, you could definitely go a little bit lower than 30 in terms of how desperate you are and how good the boot is. But of course, one of the criteria that you should be using to assess whether or not you should be buying the gear is how high the equipment score is. So the higher the equipment score at base, the more likely you're going to end up with a better piece of gear, which is, thank you, Captain Obvious. However, in terms of these sets and what you should actually be looking for, not just the equipment score, it is kind of worth noting that since this is a shop that I guess only gets refreshed once a month, it might be more worth it for you to, rather than just endlessly throw all of your coins into speed set or crit set or hit set, it might be worth it to invest in a set that you would otherwise not get. So in this case, I might, maybe if I was really desperate, buy the Rage set. But that really does say 25 equipment score, and it's literally minimum rolls on critical hit damage and critical hit chance, so we'll pass. But point being is that if you would otherwise not farm for a set, this may be your opportunity to farm for a set that is decent. It will give you like a bigger payout because now you don't have to farm as Manak, you don't have to farm out Katie's, etc, etc. I do want to also mention that the combination of stats, or where these combo of stats or what kind of stats are paired together, is also really important. Having the health, effectiveness, and speed here is pretty good, but if I had instead maybe rolled like crit chance, flat HP, and effect resistance, it might not have been the most optimal. It's not that common to find, or it's not that easy to find a unit that can use that specific pairing of stats. However, in this day and age, Smilegate likes to throw out a bunch of random new characters that have any combination of new stats that you might need. Gala Lilius doesn't need crit but needs ER, but also can use defense but doesn't want HP but also wants attack and crit it. I don't even know, like, what? But yeah, just keep in mind the stats that you're trying to put together. The equipment score is not, you know, the end all be all, and neither is the set, so just keep that in mind when you're rolling. All right, I don't really have a choice. Like, I know I said earlier that you shouldn't speed check, but I have gone through 28 of my Covenant coin things, and I've gotten literally nothing. So, in desperation, and because of the fact that I will never run out of 171 coins, I'm going to buy this. Oh my god, are you all right, we're just gonna buy it. We're just gonna buy it. I know I said I wasn't gonna just buy for speed checks, but like, whatever. Okay. I lied. I'm a liar. Okay, you know what? If you're really desperate and you have nothing else to spend your coins on like I do, well, you can consider buying these from the shop. Wow, thank you. Great, terrific. I love it. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Boys. Here we go. Don't try and find speed from this because the likelihood of you rolling all into one stat is extremely low, and you actually have to pay like an... I have so much faith that this is gonna roll max that I'm just gonna run it. Show me 23. Okay, so as you can see, you don't always get something good from Covenant coins. However, it is worth the extra opportunity. They're epic gears, and maybe this is a little less worth it, since, you know, now we have the epic gear choice selection thing, from crafting. However, there isn't really anything else to spend with your coins. Arguably, you may want to use Molagora, but really, if it's between Molagora and maybe the chance at a pretty decent piece of gear, especially a boot, potentially getting the random level 85 equipment is pretty good. Don't follow what I did with speed checking though. That was a terrible idea. For the random level 85 accessory, kind of the same thing goes when it comes to Covenant coins and Galaxy coins. The only difference is that you definitely can argue that getting a Moonlight, like a Moonlight 5-star in like Last Ride of Crowd could be more worth it than getting a random accessory. However, you do need 40, and if you aren't that close to one of the Moonlight 5-star, or if you're not close to 40 coins, sometimes it's a little easier to justify buying something from the Moonlight or from the Galaxy coin shop, or buying equipment from the Galaxy coin shop. However, generally speaking, I am totally aware, and I definitely kind of agree that if you're close, like maybe 30 coins, or at like 20 or 30 coins, you might want to just hold off, see if the next coin shop is decent or if it's good. And then especially we have like a summoning event coming up, maybe you summon an ML5, maybe you pull an extra mystic, or you pull an extra ML5 from the mystic summon pool or something like that. That being said, I'm gonna try and get literally one, hopefully one good random level 85 accessory. I have every Moonlight 5-star in the game, but in case you're curious about like what the shop looks like or what you can get from it, it's still bad. Let's get into it. Gotten a lot of flat pieces. That's insane. I bought literally nothing with my coin. I rolled 30 rotations. Usually there's at least like 1 or 2 pieces that is like kind of worth considering, but there was actually just nothing worth committing to in my coin shop today. So unfortunately I don't have anything to roll, but generally speaking, again, whether it's looking for stuff like a crit chance neck, an attack ring, a crit damage neck, HP neck, defense neck, these are the sort of pieces that regardless of how they really roll or what stat they roll into, generally speaking, so long as you get proper substats, i.e. like crit chance attack, speed and flat attack, or HP, things like this are always going to be usable, or like HP, defense, effect resistance, and speed. Even if it doesn't roll into speed, it's going to be pretty usable, or it's going to be pretty rollable anyways. So just keep that in mind when you're figuring out what to roll or what's worth rolling. However, again, when it comes to Galaxy and coin shop, or the Galaxy and Covenant coin shops, just remember that Galaxies are technically not more rare because you technically get it the second that you get 2 ML5s. The Galaxy coins do mean a little bit more since you do have the opportunity to buy another ML5. Technically speaking, you can buy like a reforged material as well. By comparison, the Covenant shop doesn't really have as many opportunities, and all you're really looking for is just purchasing the equipment. And then like on occasion, I guess if you're really rich like that, you could buy the Molagora. But like the Covenant, like if you look at this, 64 coins for Teu, I don't think so. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, turn the notification bell, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the 2 shops, if they should maybe change things up, like maybe give me some better options. Smogate, I literally bought a bunch of bad pieces this month. Anyways, though, guys, if you learned something or if you enjoyed the content, make sure to check out the rest of my platforms. I am now streaming every day, as you can see from the people that are talking up here on Twitch and YouTube. That's a lie, but I'm gonna say I stream every day on on Twitch and YouTube. Yes, that's gonna be it for this video, though, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.